Hello guys. Today I have a nice project for us. This is what connects, those stupid motherboard, those stupid computers, connects iLife, all those cheap plastic and what else? and level laptops. You see these two I have here. One of them was working fine, turning on, but with some few issues along the way. The other one was turning on, but nothing on the screen. So I was telling Wayne here, one of my students, he won't admit that he's one of my students because he thinks he's also teaching me, of which is fine because I like to learn. That's how I learn things. So that's why he can't learn, because he doesn't want to be taught, but again he wants to be taught. He end up confusing himself there. Anyway, yeah guys, please, if you wanna learn, you have to learn. Stop knowing everything. You won't know everything. It's impossible. Even I myself, I learn from young people, old people. I learn from everyone. Okay, anyway, let's continue. This board, one of them was working fine and the other one was turning on but not display. But let's have a look here. Check this thing out. So what I did was I told Wayne that the other one, the one that was turning on but no display, I told him that board there had a BIOS issue. By judging the behavior, I told him straight that the board has a BIOS problem. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna try to turn them on, both of them. I want you to see, to observe everything. And then one more thing, I swiped the BIOS. I took the BIOS from this board and I swiped them. But the problem is they won't work. That's why we won't have any display. Even on the other board, this was turning on with a display because we swiped the BIOS. So now the other one is running with wrong BIOS files. But anyway, let me just make it much more clear. You connect your 5 volts. Let's take a DC bench power supply and connect all the power there. So these machines, they use 5 volts. I'm using a DC bench power supply. So you connect one probe to ground, one probe to positive. Connect to the screen there. And our ground is gonna go there. Now observe the lights. I want to show you everything step by step. There should be a light somewhere. Imagine I almost turned on the power supply, yet it was set on the 19 volts. So be careful there. Make sure you put 5 volts. Don't worry about your amps. You can't control amps, obvious, but you can limit your amperage. Okay, there's a light and there's another light there. Let's go ahead. Let's wait for a display. You will see there's no display. We do have lights, a red light for a charger and the other one for a power. And we have nothing on the screen. Hope you can see everything. There's nothing on the screen. Let's wait. Anyway, I hope you can see. It means we have nothing on the screen. BIOS is corrupted. Believe me, I know, because I swiped the BIOS. The other one had a BIOS, a corrupted BIOS already, and the other board was working, but with some few issues, was turning on with a display, and the other one was just blank. So we swiped the BIOS. Now both machines are turning on, but no display. And on the DC bench power supply, observe this, it's taking 300 milliamps. It means when you have a board that is taking 300 milliamps, you can assume that it's got a problem or what with the BIOS. It's very, very important to read the DC bench power supplies, because it's going to give you some clues. Let's see this one. We have the same thing here, turning on, both lights are on, but nothing on the screen. Alright, so now let's swipe those BIOS and see which one will display. Yeah, boy.
Don't buy Connexing laptops. Save your money and get something more decent. Not even worth it as a typewriter. Worst laptop on the market with Connects. Internet consumer for 80%. No? Worst laptop on the market is Connects.
Okay, guys, let's connect a display. Let's start with this one. One of them was working. Let's put back the heatsink. Let's connect the cable, LVDS cable. After that, what's next? Okay, so now I'm just waiting for a board to cool down. Alright, guys, now let's connect a charger, a DC bench power supply. It's on. Let's observe the screen. Remember, I took this BIOS from the other one and then I installed it back where it was. Now I'm just wondering if the BIOS is corrupted or not, but I don't think so, because the machine it's now restarting. I'm not sure whether it's restarting or what. Okay, let's wait. It went off. Okay, it went off. It's turning on. It's checking 300, 200, 300. But we have nothing on the screen.
Yeah, don't automatically come on that one. You have to touch the keyboard connector, remember? Comes on, goes off, and then that's right.
Okay, it's off now.
Keyboard connector will come on.
Okay. Now let's short it by turning the power button on. There's your multimeter. You put it into continuity mode. And then after that, you connect one probe to ground. You normally use positive probe to ground. Okay, this is the keyboard. I don't know which one is the power button, but I will see. Not turning on. I both not turning on.
Carry on, it'll come on. One of those things to the power button. That's what we had earlier.
Which pin is the power button here? I'm trying to figure out.
It was towards the end. Run a keyboard.
Okay, guys, anyway, I think it's working now, because remember, first time when I turned it on one way on both machines, but this time it turned on and then went off, which means it can read the BIOS file. Okay, let me look for a keyboard. I'm gonna try to connect the keyboard because it's not turning on. We'll do it with this method. I can't find the power button. Okay, let's try this. I'm gonna turn it off. Here I have the power button. I have the keyboard, sorry. Put this, not to cause any shorts. And then after this, check ground to ground. Able. And then I'll press the power button.
Wait till it'll go off, then on, then it'll come on.
Okay, we have to wait for it to turn off. Okay, it went off. Now let's press the power button. It's not turning on. Okay, guys, it's not turning on with the power button. That's all. Pressing the power button, it's not turning on.
Keyboard in properly.
Okay, let's check the keyboard. Okay, it's turning on. Okay, it's turning on. There should be a display. I press the power button and it's when it's turned on according to a DC bench power supply. It's taking 200 milliamps, 2.5. Okay, it went off.
Press it again. Does that?
Okay, let me press it one more time. Okay, it doesn't want to turn on. Okay, guys, it's not turning on. What is going on here?
Let's try.
Let me connect the battery. But can you see what the BIOS is capable of doing? Because the whole aim of this video was to swipe the BIOS to show you. Okay, it's now taking 1.4. I think it's because it's charging. 1.4 again.
And that board is not.
Okay, it's charging. It's charging the battery.
That board is not 5 volts only.
Okay, let me switch it off.
It's 12 volts only.
Which board?
My one is 12 volts.
It's coming from this one.
12 volts.
Where is it?
This one is, oh, maybe 5. This,
5 volts.
5 volts. 5 volts, 2.5 amps.
Okay, it's turning on with a battery. Now let's see if we do have a display, because it's on.
Unless the screen doesn't work with that.
Okay, it went off. Okay, pressing the power button, it's turning on again.
It's 12 volts. It's 5 volts.
Okay, it went off.
I think it needs the screen.
To put this board back. So now let's go ahead, let's try to turn it on. Let's try one more time. Guys, I want you to understand the impact of a corrupted BIOS. I hope you are observing and you are learning, because if you are not, then it means there's something wrong with your brains. Okay, let me turn it on one more time. Okay, it's not turning on. When it's not turning on,
Okay, so you have to, the chassis must be, yeah, now try.
still it's not turning on.
I was not taking any amperage, so your crocodile clip.
It's not turning on.
Wait. Check DC bench off. Take this out for a second. Take this out. Take that out. Connect the battery. Finish and try. The battery was working. There. Take that now. And now switch.
No, with the battery, it will turn on, but there was nothing on the screen.
Because it wasn't earthed. Needs to be earthed. Right.
Now it's turning on again. Do we have a display?
Unless the screen is not compatible with that connector.
Do we have a display? Okay, it went off.
Now press the power again for the final time.
Let's press the power button again for the third time. It's turned on. Let's wait for a display.
That LVDS cable that's from that screen doesn't necessarily mean it's going to work, because the cables are different.
Okay, it went off.
So
All
that
right,
means
something is wrong.
This is different.
What is different?
This.
You have to remove the battery first when you are doing this. Guys, something's wrong with this cable. Oh wait, this cable was installed the wrong way. Okay, so we have to flip it the other way around. Right, now let's put the battery. All right, let's see one more time. It's turning on. Okay, it went off. Pressing the power button, we should have a display this time because the LVDS was installed incorrect. Now I did everything correct. There should be a display because I was getting a display. Okay, it went off. Something is wrong. I'm turning it on again.
So it doesn't like the screen.
Okay, maybe the screen is not supported or compatible, I don't know, but something is not right there.
5 volts, that screen runs on 19.
Okay, it went off.
So the screen, that screen runs on
Okay.
19 volts, that screen runs on 5.
Okay, so now what I'm gonna do,
Just put the other screen back in.
let's change the screens. Put this one aside. Let's try this one. Okay. Connect the display. Right. Let's turn it on. We do have a light. Okay, it went off. I'm pressing the power button again. Guys, do you think my BIOS is now corrupted or what? Because I think the problem is the screen. It can't be the BIOS because I did swipe the BIOS back to their original state. Alright, it's not turning on. Otherwise, wait, maybe the battery is low. There's a possibility.
It's another screen, yes, working screen box.
You have a working screen.
Yeah.
Okay, let me try this before you give me a working screen. Let me try to charge this machine.
Yeah, with that type of cable.
Okay, I wanna try. What's up, battery? It's turning on. I'm waiting for it to turn off. Okay, now it's off. Okay, I just pressed the power button. Oh wait, it was turning on. Sorry about that, guys. It was turning on. I saw the machine taking 2.2 point something amps, and then it went off. This machine is I think is now fine. There we go. We have connects. Hope you can see. It means the problem was the screen on the other one. So the BIOS, you saw the impact of BIOS when I swiped the BIOS. It means they were not supported. It means you can't just swipe the BIOS. We all know that, right? Unless if they are coming from exactly the same identical board. Again, if the CPU is not the same, it's one work. I have seen that, especially on the latest machines. I've done that several times. Anyway, this is our problem. This is what we have. If you swipe the BIOS with an incorrect BIOS, it won't turn on. So turn on, but there won't be any display. Anyway, guys, I'm just gonna stop there. I hope you learned the lesson.